Hi, I'm Marlee Head. Welcome to Just a Thought. I am here to discuss creative writing and how it can help you heal. I have been writing since I was a very small child, and there have been many times in my life when I feel that I need to escape and release what's going on in my heart and mind and soul, and writing has offered me that. I feel that this is a tool that just about everybody can benefit from. I am 14, so I'm going to aim this show at the teenage audience, but I welcome people of all ages because writing is something for everybody, and that everybody has this ability. I decided to title my show Just a Thought because I feel that so many people have these really great ideas that they regard as being unimportant or silly, and they're not. So I would challenge you to pay attention to what you believe is just a thought and see where it can take you. I can tell you that I've had many ideas that have become much bigger over time than I ever would have imagined. One of these examples is I had an idea for a story when I was around 9 or 10, and I have paid a lot of attention to that story throughout the years and written it and changed it and revised it, and it's become so much bigger than I ever would have thought, because hopefully within a year it will become a publishable novel draft. So I'm very excited about that. Often I think I'm writing about one thing, and the more I work on it, I realize that I'm really writing about something different, because the symbolism for me personally goes much deeper, and that is really healing. Sometimes I will have this painful or stressful experience, and writing about it helps me come to terms with what has happened and helps me cope with that. I don't even have to write about the specific thing that's bothering me. It's just the act of writing out my feelings and the images that come to mind from the experience and everything that goes along with it that is so powerful. About a year ago, I had an experience with an adult that left me really angry and upset, and I felt trapped in my own life, and really the only release and escape I had was to write. I wrote a poem called Carelessness during that time, and I would like to share it with you. Cold words with a lisp wash over me like icy rainwater. Not the cool, refreshing rain on a hot summer's day, but the rain that streaks slantways through the sky and lashes out with its whip and stings. Oh, how it stings! I long for the days when the sun shone bright and cheerful and soothing. I would like to sink into those days, tune out this blaring world, and fade back into the sweet-smelling memories of no responsibility and no rain. I would dearly love to be able to not care one bit that it is raining, not outside, but inside too. Oh, that carelessness, that bliss, that utter joy of being able to close my eyes and obliterate the lightning flashing and crackling menacingly, and not hear the thunder crashing ominously, and not feel that rain sliding down my bare arms and into my heart. The same is true for really exciting and joyful experiences. When I am happy and I write about something that makes me happy, it makes me even happier. And it's like getting all those really good feelings twice. We've all had the kinds of experiences where we're really excited and we're just jumping up and down with joy, and we feel like we can't ever express all these feelings that are inside of us. And guess what? Writing offers you a way to express all those inexpressible feelings. After the death of my pet chicken Peace, I was feeling pretty upset, and I was mourning her loss, and then I got to thinking about all the really wonderful times that we shared together in her long and full life. So I wrote this poem called To Peace to honor her memory and illustrate her life. Your body is as plump as a soft pillow, filled with squashy padding, and covered with a silky case. You are my chicken. Black and white feathers cascade over you, smoother and softer than morning dew on rosebuds. With your sisters, you meander around the barnyard, scratching with your twisted toes, pecking at hidden goodies only you with your one eye, can see. Shaking your gorgeous little head, you wipe a blade of grass off your beak, and you sneeze. You make me laugh. You have a cute sneeze. Drinking with the other chickens, you scratch in the pool, looking eagerly for some watery delight no one else has seen. Dipping your beak elegantly into the water, you tip your head back, waiting for the blissful, cool liquid to descend into your gullet. Spending the day alone, or with your sisters, you eat and peck and dust bathe. You are the greatest dust bather of all. You plunk yourself down on the dry ground of summer and kick and kick and kick up a storm. Dirt flies through the air as you roll on your back, wriggling your slender neck, burying your bliss-contorted face into the ground. Your pale, scaly legs and your clawed, weathered feet pedal through the air, then back to the hole, scooping yet more earth onto yourself to frighten away the heat. When you are done, you stand up and shake, your golden eyes shut tight against the cloud of sandy clods that explodes like a bomb from your back. Then, wings back in place, you continue your lunch, a perfect little lady. Later, I bring you a snack. Melons. You love melons. I yell, "Chickens! Chickens! Oh, you run! How you run!" The other chickens race ahead, eager to gorge on fresh fruit. But you, with your limp, lag behind. In frustration, you throw out your wings, flapping madly, while your legs pump in a heartbeat rhythm. Ba-boom! Ba-boom! Right, left! Right, left! And then you're there. I kneel in the dark emerald glass and extend the choicest hunk of rind to you. Greedily, you rip the orange flesh with your beak, leaving a pockmark where there used to be fruit. You eat straight from my hand, not stopping to think I might be danger. I don't mean harm, and you know it. I'd been bitten by a fox twice, and attacked by a dog so badly I needed stitches, and acupuncture and medicine and foot soaks, and stepped on by a horse, and if my broken toe from the dog attack had never healed so I walked with a limp, and if my eye had mysteriously sunk into my head so it was always half shut, I would be slightly more wary of danger. But you aren't. You trust me. You love me. And so you eat yourself silly right from my hand. Later, you let me hold you. I scoop you up off the ground. You place your feet in my lap and settle right in. You don't want to leave. I stroke your soft, silken back and sing you songs and tell you stories. When I whistle, you look up and cock your head. Where is that noise coming from? You like it. So I whistle some more. When I look into your face, I do not see a chicken. I see you. I see a bright, smart, beautiful bird with orange-yellow eyes like the setting sun, and a soul full of witticisms. Your velvety plush breast leans against me. Your head is buried deep in your neck, ready to nap in my arms. I need no further pleasure than this. One good thing about writing is that I will always be there for you. It can never and will never abandon you because it is part of you. The world we live in is constantly changing, and this message is pushed at us all the time. So when you're lost in the sea of confusion and chaos and modern life, then writing gives you something that you can turn to that will not let you down. If you tap into yourself, you have an unlimited way to identify yourself and ground yourself and remind yourself who you are and who you are aspiring to be. I am a teenager, so I write smack dab in the middle of my most important self-discovery period of my life. So I would know better than anyone that this can be pretty scary and uncertain, but writing will give you something that you can hold on to. Plenty of people are worried about writing or creatively expressing themselves really at all. They come up with all kinds of excuses. Maybe they've had a bad teacher in that subject, or it's not perfect, so it can't possibly be good, or I just don't have time. And those things really only get in your way if you let them. I came up with a quote a few years ago that says, "The idle page, white as snow, is filled with sacred words for those who are brave enough to fill it." If you really want to write, and if you really want to heal yourself by writing, nothing should get in your way. You have to be your goal in the world. A good thing to bear in mind for those of you who are worried about writing is that nobody ever has to see what you create. You can write purely for yourself, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It doesn't have to be all neatly typed on a computer with proper grammar. You can write in a special notebook of yours and keep that for yourself, and there is nothing wrong with that. Nothing that you write even has to be complete. It could just be a few sentences that come to mind or a few words that you find really important. And that in itself is healing, because the part that is so powerful comes from seeing an idea that you created coming to life before your eyes and all the satisfaction and joy that goes along with that. I would like to share with you something that Maya Angelou said that has become my favorite quote about writing and one of my favorite quotes of all time. She said, "There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you." And I believe this embodies what it means to be a writer and also what it means to be a human being, because we all have things we need to say. and we all really enjoy saying them. And I think we all can relate with the idea that we have something that we really want to say, and there's all this trapped inside of us, and we can't say it, and there really is no pain worse than that. As an ending to this video, I would like to share another poem of mine that is written as an observation of life and society. It is called Letter to the World. The world is many things: dark quirls, twining vines, peppermint tea, shining stars, bottled water, navy blue high tops, ugly carpets, magenta orchids, flat screen TVs, welcome mats, the front doors they lie by. These are things we can touch, things we can feel, hold in our hands till the end of the world. But the world is many things. Things outside of ink and letters, fish and flowers, pamphlets and lampshades. Things like hope, jealousy, terror, blind faith, anger, passionate love, longing, sorrow, ultimate bliss, joy and worry and peace. Things we know are there, and things we never see. And the world is many things. Things besides discontentment and annoyance, happiness and pain, loathing and goodwill. The world holds secrets, things we cannot define, feelings that arise in us when we see things, memories of things past, emotions of things today, hopes of things tomorrow. The world is many things. The world is people, and people are many things. People do not always see the way people feel. Some people can only see what there is to see, and not what there is to be felt. People who feel and see do not understand, do not know how to cope, do not know how to hope with the people who cannot. As the world is many things, there are people who can say many things. Things to help, things to hurt, things to heal, things with names, things without, and things that can make you live. The people who can speak what they see and what they feel can help the world to handle the feelings and things they do not know. I thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, and I sincerely hope that what I've said makes sense to you and can help you in some way. I would really encourage you to write something sometime soon. Could be today or tomorrow or any time this month, but it is really a wonderful feeling that to see what you've come up with come out onto writing and onto paper. So I would really encourage you to experience that feeling. Until next time, happy writing.